is to follow us across our social media handles and answer the question on there correctly. To participate on the live quiz show, our handles are on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. It is at CTV Live, and on Instagram and TikTok, it is at CTV Live 1. So if you think you know about football, this is the place to be. Hey there, so you think you know about football? Join me, Omola Bakeraji, on CTV every Tuesdays and Thursdays and put your football knowledge to the test. You stand a chance to win up to 5 gigabytes of data. All you have to do is to follow us across our social media handles and answer the question on there correctly. To participate on the live quiz show, our handles are on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. It is at CTV Live, and on Instagram and TikTok, it is at CTV Live 1. So if you think you know about football, this is the place to be. Hey there, so you think you know about football? Join me, Omola Bakeraji, on CTV every Tuesdays and Thursdays and put your football knowledge to the test. You stand a chance to win up to 5 gigabytes of data. All you have to do is to follow us across our social media handles and answer the question on there correctly. To participate on the live quiz show, our handles are on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. It is at CTV Live, and on Instagram and TikTok, it is at CTV Live 1. So if you think you know about football, this is the place to be. Hey there, so you think you know about football? Join me, Omola Bakeraji, on CTV every Tuesdays and Thursdays and put your football knowledge to the test. You stand a chance to win up to 5 gigabytes of data. All you have to do is to follow us across our social media handles and answer the question on there correctly. To participate on the live quiz show, our handles are on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. It is at CTV Live, and on Instagram and TikTok, it is at CTV Live 1. So if you think you know about football, this is the place to be. Hey there, so you think you know about football? Join me, Omola Bakeraji, on CTV every Tuesdays and Thursdays and put your football knowledge to the test. You stand a chance to win up to 5 gigabytes of data. All you have to do is to follow us across our social media handles and answer the question on there correctly. To participate on the live quiz show, our handles are on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. It is at CTV Live, and on Instagram and TikTok, it is at CTV Live 1. So if you think you know about football, this is the place to be. Hey there, so you think you know about football? Join me, Omola Bakeraji, on CTV every Tuesdays and Thursdays and put your football knowledge to the test. You stand a chance to win up to 5 gigabytes of data. All you have to do is to follow us across our social media handles and answer the question on there correctly. To participate on the live quiz show, our handles are on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. It is at CTV Live, and on Instagram and TikTok, it is at CTV Live 1. So if you think you know about football, this is the place to be. Hey there, so you think you know about football? Join me, Omola Bakeraji, on CTV every Tuesdays and Thursdays and put your football knowledge to the test. You stand a chance to win up to 5 gigabytes of data. Welcome back. It is still So You Think You Know About Football on CTV. I'm yours truly, Omola Bakeraji is my name. So how well do you think you actually do know football? That's my question for you. If you can answer in affirmative, that's it. And you stand a chance to win 5 gigabytes of data. So are you ready? I am absolutely 100 because mine is just to dish out the questions to you and you answer in affirmative. You have to answer correctly, of course, for you to be a winner on the show. And I cannot wait to see how well you actually do on the show with me. Without further ado, let's get to meet who my first contestant is. Hello, sir, and how are you?
Good afternoon, I'm fine. How are you too?
I'm fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. What's your name and what club do you support?
I'm Raymond. I'm a Liverpool fan.
You never walk alone. All right, so okay, let's chat a bit here before we get into it. Liverpool didn't start the season the way they wanted, but going back now from the international break, are you expecting something to change?
Yes, of course. A lot of things will change. Those players that were not invited to their national teams, I'm certain they have been working tirelessly to, become better this year. Even the ones that went, for example, Trent Alexander-Arnold was not given the opportunity to play. I think that would spur him to do way much better than he has done so far in this season. And Nunes scored yesterday, so we're expecting a lot of positive things later.
Absolutely. It's going to be quite interesting how the rest of the EPL season does shape up, and I wish Liverpool the very best. Okay, so let's get right into the business of the day. So, and this road safety question I have for you is: drive a car?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a driver's license as well?
Not yet.
Are you above 18, sir?
I am.
Okay, sir. So why don't you have a driver's license?
Because I'm trying to process one soon. I'll get it.
All right. Please be sure that you patronize out and you actually head road safety officer driver's license. We don't have any issue with authorities. Okay, let's be law-abiding citizens now, shall we? Okay, so tell me, before you go out with a vehicle, what are the things you check in that vehicle before you go out with it?
You check if there's enough fuel. You check if the brake is working, and if the side mirrors are okay.
Very, very important. Very. Okay, so you did quite well. Thank you very much. It's also important that you check if there is any small human being around the tires, so to avoid any unfortunate accident whatsoever. Okay, let's get right into it, shall we? I'm going to be asking you 8 questions in 5 stages. The first round, which is the preliminary round, I'll be asking 3 questions. You need to answer 2 correctly to move to the next round, which is the second round. In the second round, I'll be asking you 2 questions. You need to answer at least 1 correctly to move on to the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, I'll ask you 1 question. If you get that correctly, you move over to the semifinals. In the semifinal, I'll ask you 1 question. If you get that correctly, you get to the finals. And if you get my final question correctly, that's it. 5 gigabytes of data in the bag for you. So are you ready?
Of course I am.
Okay, something else to note is that after I ask you the question and I read out the options to you, you have 10 seconds on the clock. So you have to be fast as well as be accurate, all right? So are you ready?
No problem. Shoot.
Let's do this. Look at me cracking my knuckles. I'm going inside the ring. Okay, football, no violence. All right, the first question. How many EPL golden boots does Mohamed Salah have? How many EPL golden boots does Mo Salah hold? Does he possess? A, 5, B, 4, C, 3, and D, 2.
Interesting.
Very, very.
3.
3. Okay, 3 absolutely is the correct answer. Mohamed Salah possesses 3 golden boots. Your next question. Hakim Ziyech moved from which club to Chelsea? Hakim Ziyech transferred from which club to Chelsea? A, Dortmund, B, RB Leipzig, C, Atalanta, and D, Ajax.
Ajax.
Ajax, correct answer. Yes, Ziyech moved from Ajax to Chelsea Football Club. Your third question. Which manager won the UEFA Champions League for Real Madrid for a record 3 times in a row? Like he did a back-to-back-to-back. Which manager is it? A, Jose Mourinho, B, Zinedine Zidane, C, Carlo Ancelotti, and D, Rafa Benitez.
Zinedine Zidane.
Zizou, absolutely correct. Yes, he was the manager. Nobody has done it so far. They're doing it back-to-back-to-back. It's not easy something. All right, you are in the second round. You need to get 1 question correctly from here to get to the next round, which is the quarterfinals. Your question. Xabi Alonso moved from Liverpool to which club? Xabi Alonso moved from Liverpool to which club? A, Real Madrid, B, Barcelona, C, Chelsea, D, Paris Saint-Germain.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Absolutely correct. Yes, Xabi moved from Liverpool to Real. Your next question, which is just a mere formality. Okay, you're already in the quarterfinals, mind you. So let's see if you get this one and you do a 100% run to get into the knockout phases. Which manager has the most UCL titles? Which manager has won the most UCL titles? Like only him won. A, Sir Alex Ferguson, B, Pep Guardiola, C, Carlo Ancelotti, and D, Antonio Conte.
Carlo Ancelotti.
Carlo Ancelotti, yes, the Don. He did that with Real Madrid last season. Absolutely correct. Now you are in the quarterfinals. You are on a 100% run so far. 5 questions, 5 correct answers you have had so far. Let's see if you can continue this run. Your quarterfinal question. Antonio Conte managed which Serie A team before joining Chelsea? Antonio Conte managed which Serie A team before joining Chelsea? A. Napoli, B. Inter Milan, C. Atalanta, and D. Juventus. Juventus, absolutely correct. 6 out of 6. Okay, let's do this one. Your semi-final question. Let's see if you're going to get this one correctly. Real Madrid La Decima UCL win. All right, Real Madrid 10th UCL win was against which team? A. Liverpool, B. Atletico Madrid, C. Barcelona, and D. Bayern Munich.
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. Are you sure, Raymond?
La Decima, yeah?
Yeah, that's what I said, La Decima.
Yeah, that was in 2014, Atletico Madrid.
Well, I'm so sorry to tell you. I'm very, very sorry to tell you this. But if you had gone for Liverpool, you would actually have been incorrect. Yes, Atletico Madrid is the correct answer. I love the way you gave me the year. With such confidence. Okay, stepping into the final with confidence. Let's do this. 7 out of 7 done correctly so far. Your final question now. Which manager won Chelsea their first ever UCL title? Which manager won Chelsea their first ever UCL title? A. Roberto Di Matteo, B. Jose Mourinho, C. Thomas Tuchel, and D. Andres Villas-Boas.
Roberto Di Matteo.
Roberto Di Matteo. Okay, well, if that's what you say, I mean, I can't change your mind now, can I? Well, if you had said Thomas Tuchel, you would have been incorrect. He won them their second UCL title, not the first. If you had said Andre Villas-Boas, actually that was the incorrect answer because he was relieved of his duties before Chelsea did win the UCL title. So you're left with Roberto Di Matteo and Jose Mourinho. I mean, we know Jose is the special one, but it wasn't the special one who won the first ever UCL title for Chelsea. Roberto Di Matteo is the correct answer. Well done. Stand up for the champion. So you're absolutely correct. Roberto Di Matteo is the man who won Chelsea their first ever, their maiden UCL title. Well done, well done, well done. And that was won in 2012. I mean, we all remember how that journey did go. So you did a flawless run. I'm very, very impressed. I am very, 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 superlative, very impressed. Well done. You have 5 gigabytes of data for yourself. So far, so good. You have been the first person to have done a flawless run, like 5 gig just for you, for yourself, for your enjoyment, just like that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Raymond, talk to me. How well or how much did you enjoy the show? Did you have fun on the show?
Yes, it's a show I've been participating in for, I think, a couple of years or a year now. So if I don't enjoy it, I wouldn't be, willing to participate all the time. So it's totally enjoyable.
I'm sure that the previous times I prepped you for this particular hot tea, because the hot tea apparently was not hot, it was lukewarm. Because look at what you just did a day shift for my questions.
Of course, I think the experience makes you calm. The more you participate, the more calmer you become. So I think that was why I wasn't really tense. And the questions were,
cheap.
Questions I know.
Were cheap.
Not cheap, but no, I would say I'm fortunate to, have known them. Because I've failed a couple of questions that I think I was supposed to answer some months back. So it's just luck sometimes. Even
though upon still, I'm going to go and increase the temperature of the oven because it's apparently not hot. Yeah, it's not hot.
I would always be here to answer your question.
Hey, it's the confidence for me. No wahala. Look at me sitting down barricaded just for you. I'm here for you. So thank you so much, Raymond. I will need you to tell your friends, your family, your people. Basically, it's going to be a part of the show. So I need you to recommend at least 3 people for me to come be a part of the program. So your guys, your G's, those are people that you're always talking football with so much passion and energy. They should come on the show and prove they are metal. So after the show, please send their numbers to me, as well as the number and your network of choice that you like for us to credit with your 5 gigabytes of data. All right?
No problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that was Raymond, and he represented Liverpool quite well. If you see, I know that I should not be biased that I play are Liverpool fans, but my boys don't disappoint. They come and they show, oh, it's not easy to be champions, is it? Even though we're not the current champions, even though I can see you rolling your eyes. I can't see you. Yeah. I mean, tell me, what club do you support? What have you done I have not done before? Yeah. All right, so just kidding though. I welcome everybody. Even if you've never tasted European success before, you can also come. Even though you've not been in Europe for a long time, you can also come. You can. I don't like to, I don't look down on people because the young shall also grow and all of that stuff. I mean, okay, sorry, my bad. Back to the show, talking about Nigeria's outing at Onan yesterday. I was ashamed that the Super Eagles of Nigeria use my eyes to see bad things. They use my eyes to see red. What was that? What was that showing? No, what is odd about Algeria that people cannot beat? What? Okay, I mean, we did not just play, I think we scored. But it wasn't the best of football from us. I should mention that. It wasn't the best of games. From us, we scored quite early in that game, and we seem to have lost the plot from then on. Some very interesting blunders, goalkeeping errors. And if you did not watch that one, if you did see the game we played on Friday, Algeria and Nigeria. Algeria beat him, I should mention, and Nigeria. We played out a 2-2 draw, of which Alex Iwobi had a good game. Let's mention that. But that game, it just goes to show that there's a reason why we are not where we are or where we want to be as regards international football. And, well, see, let me just swallow my spit. No. Terry Murphy, shout out to him. He got the goal for us in the 9th minute. And then we had Riyad Mahrez, who has been a thorn in our flesh for the past few seasons, for the past few years, talking about Algeria. He scored from the penalty spot, and Youssef Atai doubling their lead in the 61st minute. And that way, our boys will be returning back to their respective clubs with their face in their hands or their whatever. But it wasn't the best of outing for us, I should mention. We had, is it for stars? I don't think we're lacking for big boys, so to speak. For the goalkeeping department, which I have a lot of problem with, mind you. We have Francis Uzor in goal, and at the back line we had Olaino, Francis Oyeka, we had Sanusi, we had Moses Simon, so making a 4-man back line. In the middle of the park, we played a 4-4-2, all right? And then we had Basi, Iheanacho, Afoguma, as well as Iwobi, making up the midfield area. And up front, we had Terry Murphy and Ademola Lookman for us. And see, it's fine. There's nothing I want to even just say because we're going to be all right. Yeah. I mean, what else? We'll be fine. Okay. And if we're not fine, safe gone. We'll continue to use club football to be cooling our body. Let's take a look at the Nations League, right? And the actions that went down in Europe, or that have gone down in Europe for the clubs that have actually played. We had a marquee showdown yesterday, Portugal taking on Spain, with Spain coming victorious in this particular one. Personally, did I see it coming, considering the kind of stars that Portugal boasts of, and they're not lacking for stars. I mean, you guys know it is Portugal after all. But the young boys of Spain, actually, they proved their mettle, and they made life difficult for the Portuguese team. Alvaro Morata was the man who scored the lone goal in that game, 1-0 in favor of Spain. It was quite a display. So we have Spain finishing Group B as victors, as the winners, and they will be heading over to the finals of the UEFA Nations League, the 3rd edition of the UEFA Nations League. Portugal in 2nd place with 10 points, Switzerland in 9 with 9 points in 3rd place, and Czech Republic with 4 points. They have been the whipping boys of the group. Okay, let me see if my next contestant is ready to do battle on the show and show me what they're made of, all of that stuff. But don't worry, it's not battle, football, no violence. You just come, you just sit on the chair in your house if you like. You can sit wherever you can stand. I got to ask you questions about this beautiful game called football. I'll be asking you 8 questions, very simple questions, and that's it. All right, let's see who the next contestant is. Hello, sir, and welcome to the show. Hello?
Hello? Hello.
All right, sir. I'm sorry, I cannot see your face. So can you please adjust your phone camera?
This is
But it's very dark. I can't see your face. I need to see you. I always like to see my contestants, you know.
Can you see it?
Okay, this seems a bit better, but it's still not premium the way I would like. Or can you step outside? Maybe it's going to be better, or another corner of the house, of the room, so this conversation can flow. It can be as smooth as possible.
Okay.
All right, thank you, thank you. All right, I was talking about the fact that club football will be returning over the weekend. Are you excited about that one? Do you think your team will continue with the momentum, or you would like for a change of momentum to happen? I'm talking about the fact that if your team is struggling, do you want them to continue with that momentum they went on an international break with, or you want them to bounce back? You know, they should give you champion stuff. It depends on what club you're supporting them for. Okay, just saying. All right, let's see who the next contestant is going to be. And okay, hello, sir. Can I see your face now? I'm afraid. Okay, this is much better. Thank you very much. This is better. All right, what's your name?
My name is Abib Ulishe.
All right, Mr. Abib Olusheye. What football club do you support?
I support PSG.
I'm side-eyeing you because you and I know the truth. You follow Messi and go. You follow Messi and go there, yes?
No, because I'm a defender and that's why I like Ramos.
Hey, so you followed him from Madrid to Paris Saint-Germain. Wow. Okay, that's nice. Actually, you're the first PSG fan I would say I've seen in a while, as a matter of fact. I know a lot of people who are PSG fans, they also support Barca some way, somehow, because they used to be with Barca, then they potted with Lionel Messi. But it's quite interesting that you moved with Sergio Ramos right there. Okay, nice one. All right, so Mr. Habib, where are you talking to me from? What part of the world are you talking to me from?
From Egbeda.
From Egbeda. All right, let's get right into it, Mr. Habib. Do you know how to drive a car?
No.
Okay. No wahala. But as a pedestrian, you and I, we also have our responsibilities on the road. So let's be responsible. Use the footbridges in areas where they are available. If there is no footbridge, okay, make sure you look left, right, and then left again before you cross the road. Please be sure not to use your earphones while you're walking on the road, so you can hear whatever it is that is going on around you, and you can forestall accidents and all of that stuff. Okay, so the football part, let's get into it. I'm going to be asking you 8 questions in 5 stages. 8 very simple questions. In the first round, I'll ask you 3 questions. You need to answer at least 2 correctly to move on to the next round, which is the second round. In the second round, I'll be asking you 2 questions. You need to answer at least 1 correctly to move on to the next round, which is the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, I'll be asking you 1 question. You need to get that correctly to move to the next round, which is the semi-final. In the semi-final, I'll be asking you 1 question. You need to get that correctly to move to the final. If you get to the final and you get my question correctly, you're going to get 5 gigabytes of data. So are you ready?
Okay.
I'm not feeling the energy. Now. Where is the ginger and the garlic? Where? All right, just kidding. All right, let's do this. Your first question. Julian Alvarez joined Manchester City from which club? Julian Alvarez, the forward, joined Manchester City from which club? A. Torino, B. Monza, C. Lecce, and D. River Plate.
Please come again with that question again.
I asked you which team did Julian Alvarez move to Man City from? A. Torino, B. Monza, C. Lecce, D. River Plate.
B. Monza.
B. Monza. Incorrect answer right there. He moved from River Plate, not Monza. You have 2 more questions. You have to get both of the questions correctly to move to the next round. Okay?
Okay.
What year did Chelsea win their second Champions League title? In what year? Like what season? All right, I'll be giving you what stroke what. Did Chelsea win their second Champions League title? A, 2018-2019 season. B, 2019-2020 season. C, 2020-2021 season. D, 2021-2022 season. 2020/2021. Absolutely correct. Yes, Chelsea won the Champions League in the year 2021, the 2020/2021 season. Your next question, all right? If you get this correctly, you are in the second round. The North London Derby is a match between Chelsea. Beg your pardon, let me take that back. The North London Derby is a match between which teams? The North London Derby is a match between which teams? A, Arsenal versus Chelsea. B, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. C, Arsenal versus Liverpool. D, Arsenal versus Tottenham.
Ma'am, please come and give me the question.
The North London Derby. The North London Derby is a match between which teams? Is Arsenal versus which person? So Arsenal is the only constant here. Is Arsenal versus which club? The North London Derby. A, Arsenal versus Chelsea. B, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. C, Arsenal versus Liverpool. And D, Arsenal versus Tottenham.
Arsenal versus Liverpool.
Arsenal versus Liverpool is absolutely incorrect. The North London Derby is a match between two teams who play in the North London, and it is Arsenal versus Tottenham, all right? Arsenal versus Liverpool is not a derby, all right? Crystal Palace is a derby, but it's a London derby. Arsenal versus Chelsea is also a derby, not the North London derby. So Arsenal versus Tottenham is the correct answer. So I'm so sorry, Mr. Habib. The journey ends here for you today on So You Think You Know About Football, but not to worry, you can be a part of the show next time because I'd love for you to go on with something. But as it happens today, you'll be going empty-handed. My bad. All right, so Mr. Habib, before you go though, I'd like for you to tell your friends, your family, your G's that you talk football with to come be a part of the show, and I cannot wait to have them and test how much they actually do know their football. So after the show, I'll need you to send 3 people's numbers to me, your guys. Okay, you tell them that you want to send their number to somewhere. They want to come and prove their knowledge and they get to win data. Please send their numbers to me and they get to be a part of the show. So thank you so much for participating and have a lovely day. Bye-bye. All right. That was Mr. Habib from Egbeda. Unfortunately, he was unable, to get some data as I'd have loved to give him. Where he lives to fight another day, right? Okay, guys, if you are all wondering how you can be a part of the show, head over to our social media handles and answer the question on there correctly, and you stand a chance to be a part of the live quiz show. So if you're ready, I'm absolutely ready as well. I mean, I was born ready, always ready, that kind of stuff. I got to ask you questions, or very simple questions. Okay, just saying. Without further ado, let's see if I get someone else on the show today, or we call it a day. So talking about what was I talking about? The Nations League, right? Before I had the last caller. Let's see your thoughts in general about the Nations League. Have you been impressed with the big boys, or have they been flattering to deceive? For me, the most underwhelming teams for me so far seems to have been the big boys. For France, for one, I'm not impressed. They have arrays of stars. You had France in that group where I thought that they were going to do it easily, just bliss through it and just show us that they are world champions, so they are world champions for a reason. But they were unable to defend their title. I mean, if you remember, they won the last edition of the Nations League, but they are not defending anyone because they're not going to the finals, all right? And for Germany as well, I'm not impressed, they've not impressed me at all. Germany and England, for me, they are 2 peas in a pod. They've given us similar things, which is not a lot of things that is palatable, mind you. The last encounter, I think it says exactly how their season in the UEFA Nations League have been, all right, playing out the 3-0 draw. Both teams not scoring in the first half and giving us a 6-goal thriller in the second half. So You get the gist, right? And for the for Group C, the boys are they are punched above their weight. Has to be hungry. They've been impressive. They lost their last game to Italy, and I think maybe a bit of maturity did come on because they actually had a good game, but Italy were able to take their chances. And shout out to their young crop of players from Raspadori, most especially. He has been in phenomenal form. You're looking at the big boys too. I should mention also have given us something really exciting to see and also to enjoy. So I've been very impressed basically, and let's see how Italy are going to do in the finals. Will they get it? Will they show us something they did against England in the Euros 2020 that happened in 2021 finals? Let's see. For Netherlands as well, it's been very, very good for them right there. They've been having a good time alive in the Nations League, topping that group with so much aplomb. Group D, I'm talking about. They have 16 points in. They have been unbeaten. They're yet to lose a game. All right, they've played all of them, won 5-6, and they've drawn 16 points. That's impressive now, won't you say? Don't you think? I mean, 16 points out of 18. That's quite good. Belgium as well in second place. Wales, they've been wailing. Exactly, yeah. With Poland in 7 points, and they sit at the Sports and Wales, the whipping boys of that group, with 1 point to their name. No wins or loss. Okay, they've lost 5, and they've drawn 1. Good, not good. Okay, so it's about that time for me to get myself out of the studio, but I'm going to love you and leave you. Okay, but you can be a part of the show subsequent times. I got you. I'm here. We also have other football quiz show, which is How Well Do You Know Your Club. That one is just your club, only you. So if you fail it, you know that you need to go and change. Your club needs to go and check your membership card. Like they might need to tear it if you disgrace them too much. Like if you go and get 0 out of 8 now. If I'm your club PRO, I will tear you. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, my name is Omolaba Keraji. This is CTV, your #1 online television station. I hope you had fun. I did. I mean, I always enjoy talking football. I love it. What can I say? Hope you guys would have a fabulous day. Make sure you stay safe. Be responsible, okay? Don't go through one way. You know that is one way. You know, right? Don't do it. If you are being tempted, so Lagos State to just they will sell your motor for 2 for 10 kobo. I want you. All right. Bye, guys. Take care. Feisty and fiercely contested games of football we have seen so far this season, and many more to come. Surely, the champion put your football knowledge to the test. You stand a chance to win up to 5 gigabytes of data. All you have to do is to follow us across our social media.